Hello everyone, welcome back to 60 Thoughts. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss how to find a PDNF and PCNF of the following compound proposition using without truth table, which means using statement algebra. Okay, let us consider the given problem. P or negation Q, then P if and only if negation Q. So how to solve this problem? So there are four steps. So okay, how to solve this problem? First we write a given expression. So later we apply law of proposition step by step. Once we apply law of proposition step by step, we get a PDNF answer. That is nothing but sum of min terms. So after finding PDNF answer, we are going to find a PCNF. That is nothing but product of max term. So by end of this session, I hope you understand this concept and also you will know all the related problems. Okay, so what is given? So this is our given logical expression, right? So use logical expression. First I am going to find what is PDNF, later we find what is PCNF. Okay, so before we finding that, first we read what is meant by PDNF, right? PDNF is nothing but principle of disjunctive normal form. It is equal, that is nothing but sum of min terms only. It contains only sum of min terms. What about PCNF? It has max term only. Okay, so here sum of min term, here max term. So how to find a min term, max term means, so to construct all possible formula which consisting of what? Product of any variable and their negative is called min term. Okay, coming to max term is nothing but what? Which consisting of conjunction of any variable and their negation. It is called max term. And also listen very carefully. Each min term or each should contains only number of given variables and their negations. For example, suppose given statement is only 2, each min term or each max term should contains only two variables only, either P and Q, otherwise negation of P and Q. Okay, so coming to our problem, so here the given statements are only two. What are the two? One is P, then it contains 2 power n, n value is 2, so we get 2 power 2 equal to 4 min terms and 4 max terms. Okay, so in this problem maximum is only 4 min term and 4 max term. Okay, we don't know how many terms we get min terms and max terms out of this 4. Okay, we don't know how many terms we get min terms and max terms out of this 4. Okay, so first we write what are the min terms of given variables. Okay, so first I am going to construct what are the possible min terms of P and Q are. One is P and Q. This is one of the min term. What is second possibility? I am going to introduce negation here. So we get negation P and Q. Next possibility, I am going to introduce negation here. So we get P and negation Q. I am going to introduce both variables negation. So we get negation P and the negation Q. Okay, these four terms are called what? Min terms. And also each min term contains how many variables? Two variable, whether we get P and Q, otherwise negation of P and Q. So these are called what? Four min terms. Okay. Similarly, I am going to construct what are the possible max terms of given variables. So here we consider what? One is max term means we introduce operator is sum operator. Okay. Second one, I am going to introduce in first variable. So we get negation P R Q. One of the possibility. What is another possibility? P R negation Q. And last possibility is what? Negation P R negation Q. Okay. So given variables are 2, therefore we get 4 max term. So what are the 4 max terms? These are 4 max terms, and also each term containing how many variable? Only 2 variable of P and Q, otherwise negation of P and Q. Okay, so this is the way we have to construct min term and max term. Now I am going to find a PDNF first. So solution, so what is step number 1? We find first PDNF. Okay, so we consider statement is let capital A. Okay, it is equal to what? What is given statement? R negation Q. If negation Q. This is our given statement, right? So first step, what is step number 1? Using okay, what is step number 1? Remove any symbols in the equivalent law, otherwise by using double equivalent law. Okay, coming to our expression, here we have one symbol is there, here also we have another symbol is there, right? So first I am going to eliminate this symbol by using double equivalent law. What is double law means? P if and only if Q, it is equal to P then Q and Q then. Okay, so double equivalent law is nothing but P then Q and Q then P. So using double equivalent law, I am going to remove this symbol. Later I am going to remove what? This symbol. Okay, so that is nothing but negation P or negation Q then. So using equivalent law, I am going to write this P then negation Q and what? Negation Q then. Using double equivalent law, we get this step. So here we see in these expressions also it contains only symbol. I am going to eliminate these three symbols by using equivalent law. So next we are going to recollect what is equivalent law. P then Q, it is equivalent to what? Negation P or Q. Okay, so using this equivalent law, I am going to write next step, right? So how to write next step? So that is equivalent to. Okay, it is equivalent to negation P or negation Q. So here symbol is there. I am going to remove this one. So using equivalent law, P then Q, negation P or Q. So we consider this is your P. So here we get what? Negation of this term. Okay, or I am going to write this term. Step by step I am going to remove the symbol. So negation Q and negation Q then P. Okay, so once again using equivalent law for these two terms, we get a next step negation of negation P or negation Q, or if you remove this symbol by using equivalent law, we get what? Negation P or negation Q, and here we get what? Negation of negation Q. It is what? Q or so coming to this expression, there is no symbol. It contains only what? Connectives, right? What is next step? Eliminate any negation before min term or before max term by using double negation law. Otherwise, by using De Morgan's law. So here if we see one negation is there. This negation is what? Common to this term. So that using De Morgan's law. What is De Morgan's law? Negation P or Q, it is equal to negation P and negation Q, right? So using De Morgan's law, I am going to write this term is, and also I am going to use double negation law also. What is negation P? It is equal to P. If you apply De Morgan's law here, we get negation of negation P. It is what? P only. So I am going to write a P. R means and negation of negation Q, that is nothing but what? Only Q. Okay, R. So coming to here, what is our okay? Coming to here, we write the same step once again here. Negation P or Q or P. Okay. So here only we applied what? De Morgan's law. So coming to next step. So here we see there is no this step, and also we are unable to say this expression is called what? Sum of min term. What is your min term? Min term means we need P and Q and operator. This is one of the min term only. Okay, this is not a min term only, right? So using distributive law until we get PDNF and PCNF. Okay, okay. We have four different variables, different operator. How to write a distributive law? You multiply P into R. Okay, so which you take R operator, next you multiply P and S. So here and operator is there, right? You multiply inside, you get P and S. You take R operator, this R operator outside. Next you multiply Q and R. Okay, Q and R. You take this R operator outside, R. Next we get what? Q and S. This is called what? Extended distributive law. So now we are using extended distributive law for this term. So we get P, Q, R. If you take negation P, Q, so we get one term, negation P and Q. Next we multiply what? You take R outside. Next we multiply negation P and P. You take R operator out. You multiply Q here. So So we get negation Q and Q, or negation Q. Okay, so if you apply distributive law, we get this 5 terms. Okay, see, this is one of the min term. Okay, this is also another min term. Min term. This is also min term. Okay, so that we are going to eliminate this by using next step. Okay, so what is your inverse law? We know that inverse law is nothing but what? Uh, okay, so that what is inverse law? F is nothing but it is negation P and P. So right step is what? P and Q. Okay, or negation P and Q. This is also our, so we get F or this is also not a min term. So using inverse property, we get F or negation Q or P. Okay. So you multiply. Use what is identity property? So whenever we multiply F or into any variable, we get P only. Okay. So I am going to write this term is what? P and Q are negation and Q. If you multiply F into any variable, only variables. Okay, so we get R negation Q or P. Okay, so here you see this expression is called what? Min term, four min term. So this is R, this is you and operator. Okay, distributive law we get and operator. Okay, so we know here we see there are four min terms are there, right? So out of four this min term we got only three min terms, right? So I am going to final conclusion. Therefore P of given state P and Q, negation P and Q, or what is third? P and negation Q. Okay, therefore which is read as what? Sum of min terms only. Okay, so this is your what? PDNF answer. So find PCNF, right? PCNF number 2. So step number 2, I am going to find what? To find PCNF. Okay, PCNF of given. Want to find the PCNF of given problem. First, missing of PDNF term. Okay, I'm going to write this PDNF of negation A. Negation A is called what? Of min terms only. We have four min terms. Here we got three min terms. One min term missing, right? So I am going to write that one is missing of min terms. What is min term? Negation and negation Q. This term only missing. Reason we write what? Missing min terms. Missing min terms. What? Of PDF of A. Okay. So take negation on both sides in the above step. What? PCNF answer. Okay. Take this term. So we get answer is what? PCNF of A. PCNF of A is equal to negation what? Of A. PDNF of negation. So we know what is a PDNF of negation answer this term, right? So negation of negation P and negation Q. Okay, so use we can write this what? Negation into negation you get a P. Okay, and the means negation of negation Q it is equal to Q only. Okay, this expression is called what? Term only. Okay, so what is your PCNF answer? PCNF answer is PCNF of given A, it is equal to what? It contains only one max term. Suppose let us consider the given problem having three variables. Okay, three variables. How many min term, how many max term we get? 2 power 8. So totally we get 8 terms. Okay, that means term and 8 max term. We don't know out of 8 min term, we don't know how many min terms, how many max terms we get. If we add min terms, and max term, we get only 8 terms of the given variable of P and Q and R. So coming to our problem, our problem given statement is only 2. So 2 power 2 equal to 4 terms, which means 4 min term and 4 max term. So out of 4 min term, we got a PDNF answer is only 3 min term. What are the 3? These 3 are min terms, sum of min terms. So remaining 1 min terms we need, one is called what? So therefore PCNF of what? PRQ. If we add PCNF and PDNF, we total terms 4 terms only. Okay. So this is the way we need to prove what? PDNF and PCNF answer, right? So I hope you are enjoying. Thank you.